The job always is, to be quite honest, is to try to find as many quality, talented players as we possibly can to give Aaron Boone to line up on both sides of the ball. So definitely this is a high quality arm, to fit into with the pen. And, we lost some key players here recently to free agency that obviously helped us navigate. You saw a number of those pitchers, getting big outs, especially in the postseason. And so, clearly there's some vacancies there, and we need to try to find ways to replace it. Now, we like what we already have on the roster that we're happy to still retain, but I need to give Aaron Boone and Matt Blake at least more options coming out of those out of the pen for us. So that's ultimately what led us to do something like this.
Over the years, what are the attributes in Williams that attracted you?
Swing and miss. He's got that devastating changeup. He's got a big fastball, devastating changeup. That's his calling card. I know he's mixed in a cutter here and there lately. But the soft contact, the swing and miss, the ground balls, all the above, the consistency he's been able to provide for quite some time now. He's a year away from free agency, but someone that we've tried to acquire for a number of years, and I'm sure we weren't the only bidders here in the end. But certainly doesn't seem to be afraid. You can't do that job, if you're afraid of the big stage. And so we're looking forward to adding him into the mix, and the job isn't finished. Here, we constantly are having to find ways to, at least in our minds, think we're getting better one way or the other. And so, as you see, my phone, I keep looking down because I keep getting the connection of text back and forth with other opportunities that may exist in the marketplace. And listen, we gotta move forward and figure out a way to put the best team on paper we can. Now's the time to strike. It's the winter time with the inventory that's currently available via trade or free agency. And then eventually that inventory is going to get a lot smaller, and you're entering spring training and with less opportunity to drastically improve your club until the trade deadline. So we want to take advantage of this window of opportunity that everybody's involved with. And, we have today Devin to show for that, and we move on.
You mentioned that Devin will be a free agent after this next season. Did you acquire him believing you can sign him to an extension? Have you talked at all about that with his agent or anything?
Good question. The answer is haven't thought about any of that. Just wanted to secure the opportunity, and then we'll see where it takes us. So have had no conversations internally or externally, and obviously we just got the player. So definitely haven't had any with him. So, but most importantly, we just know we're better, we believe, today than we were, earlier today. First and foremost, I want to thank Nestor for everything he's done while he's here. He's been here a few times, and for good reason. He's a really quality pitcher that did a lot for us. But ultimately, we have an inventory. We're in theory deep in the starting rotation. So I think I talked to everybody here on the way out the door of the winter meetings that if we had to use that inventory to shore up some other aspect of the club, we have to strongly consider that. And, and so that's how we currently have utilized that inventory to secure another aspect of the team that, it's got a vacancy to it. So hopefully this balances out a little bit more, between the starting rotation and the bullpen options. So as I said before, as Aaron Boone and Matt Blake and Mike Harkey can navigate the rest of this thing on the pitching side, hopefully we're in a better position than we were, and the time will tell, but we did rob Peter to pay Paul. But, we felt that risk was worth doing given who Williams is.
Can you go into spring training counting on Peraza or DJ to potentially be a starter, or do you need something else?
You got Cabrera also, and so we're just going to stay in the marketplace. But it definitely was a consideration that wasn't easy to navigate at first. We have vacancies there in the infield, and Durbin has emerged as a legitimate candidate that we considered. So we had to weigh, leaving that lane for him versus acquiring someone to the level of Devin Williams. And we right or wrong, we just felt it was harder to acquire someone at the level of Devin Williams than it would be to try to figure out infield circumstances. And I don't belittle how important infield is, because it is. And we need to get some strong defense and quality offense and all that stuff. But it's not as easy to find guys running around of the stature of Devin Williams. So you have to give to get. And so right now our internal candidates are who they are. You've named them all, and I reminded you about Cabrera, and we'll see how the rest of our conversations continue on the free agent and trade market. My job is to find a way to make us as quality as we can year in and year out. So we're going to vet every opportunity out there, and first and foremost, find out if that can match. He's really he's been a thorn in our side for years, along with a lot of other people's side. He's now into free agency. I'm sure he's got a whole boatload of choices, and really good players like him make a lot of money. And, so I have had a conversation or two with Scott Boras. I'll acknowledge that with a lot of his clients, including Alex Bregman. Certainly respect the player and his ability and how much winning he's been a part of. But that's about as far as I will say at this point.